Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Chicago Bears. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they're audible to something else. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Complete to Wright. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Let it up. Guys, yeah. Punch scores. Vegas.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Wright will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work in the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Now it's Miller running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Set. Grenade. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll go right back to right. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Bears at 9-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now they'll audible to something else. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his target. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 19. To the air, Williams. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead and try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers 1st down.
Ray. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
That's the score. Chargers 21, Bears 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man down the field. That's Burden. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
26.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now third down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Looking for right, and he finds him. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Williams now. A final shot before break. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The
Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd down and 1. Here's Herbert. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Shamar Turner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Running left is Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This 2nd and 4.
Ray. Crowd right. Set. 12.
Now it's Herbert. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Moment to try.
Herbert now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now they'll change things up. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense.
Colston Loveland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black 80, black. What is it?
Inside handoff now, Miller. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But
oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On his own read to give the right.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
They'll go again here with right.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give up the middle to right.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll shift things around. To throw, Williams.
Wright's got it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. This one complete to Nico Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Brings up second and 11. 16-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Williams from the gun on third down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, the pressure affected him there as he really mishits this one. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Set.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. 112 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good game there on 1st down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.